All right, we are up and running, I believe. What's going on, everybody? I still have to put my shoes on, so we're gonna have
You want me to tee off first?
Jeff go first here, but I don't know if I can switch you.
No, take your time. Put your shoes on.
Get this here. How's everybody doing on this Friday evening?
What do we have?
There's a handful of people on here already. Who's Super Megabyte? Thank you for following, by the way. Jeff, why don't you introduce the golf course we're about to play here?
We're going to play a Southern California favorite, U.S. Open venue of the famed Tiger Woods.
Hey, what's up, Shane?
Rocco Mediate battle when Tiger had a broken leg, Torrey Pines South. We are going to play from the blue tees today, though, because when my friend Brian took me to Pinehurst number 2 and we played from the tips, I don't think I reached any of the par 4s in 2. That's probably going to happen today as well, but I at least want to have a fighting chance.
Well, from the blue tees, it's only a little over 7,000 yards here. So we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna stretch just a little bit and warm up. We were a little late to get going, so some normal preparation skipped.
We're late because I had 2 Coca-Colas explode in my refrigerator. Not the freezer, the refrigerator.
The Coca-Cola explosion.
Everywhere.
All right, so we got a long par 4 to start off with. We get bunkers down the left, right in the landing zone. Winds a little right to left and against. So I'm going to try to take my first swing of the day with the driver over here. See how this goes.
Good luck. Oh, nice.
A little left. Little left. Got to get down.
I think it'll stay.
Yeah, that's okay. I will take that first swing. All right.
261. I'm going to go with my customary 3-wood so I don't decorate your wall again. That's okay.
I think you just need to get used to the driver and fix that swing.
That's true. That's why we're here. I'll take that thing out a little bit in a couple of holes, all right?
If anybody's too loud or too quiet, let us know so I can adjust the levels. It sounded okay to us. Knees off the tee, okay, just in the right rough. So I did the math before we started. I'm getting 6 strokes as a 2.2, and you are getting 23 strokes as a 16.2. So you get 17 off of me. Let's just round up to 18 and call it a day. You get 1 on every hole.
Okay. I should be able to hit the green with 3 shots. Let's see. Oh, that's hopefully going to get the car path.
Got the consistent block out to the right, so that's good.
I'll fix that
I think you got a window between those trees.
someday.
All right, so Biff, can you explain the Biff Malibu to everybody? Because
People are asking.
people are asking, and it's a question that I always get when I call you Jeff, and people know you as Biff, or the other way around.
If anybody cares, they can Google Biff TV in the Ponce, and you'll see a whole bunch of YouTube videos from about 1989 to 1995, where I used to have a lot more fun and a lot more hair.
See if I can get some pictures up on the screen of that.
Oh, look at him
Try to hit a 5-iron.
just sucking it in.
Oh, it's got to go, though.
Not bad.
Okay. Take it for not being...
Not bad for not being warm.
Yeah, I turned the shutter speed down to 60 FPS, so it should be an even multiple of the screen, and it takes away a little bit of the chromatic rainbow that goes across the
Is that what
screen.
was up over here?
Yeah.
So we had that other screen? Didn't we have the other screen, or was that the one?
No, that's the one. I just changed the camera setting, so it's not picking up as much of the rainbow going across the screen on the stream.
Okay. I'm going to try and take it around this tree. Let's see what happens. Oh, I went completely on the other side of it.
Nutted it though. All right, this is probably going to be you again.
All right. Well, I have all the green to work with, so.
So the only sacrifice with fixing the rainbow across the screen or making it better is that we lose a little bit of capture speed of the swing. So if it looks a little more choppy, of us actually moving around, letting me know.
Oh, Jesus.
But I think this is a pretty good trade-off between the two.
I don't think the blue tees are helping as much as I hoped.
I think you're just frazzled from our rush to get started.
That's true. All right.
So you get 35 yards uphill. There you go. That's you can get there from there, I think.
I'll take it. We're playing match play anyway, right?
Yeah.
I'll work on my
One
handicap.
hole can't kill you in match play. It's
Working on my handicap.
all right, so I got a little over 10 yards uphill out of the bunker. I'm going to try to flop this one up there.
Oh.
Eee, stay right there. Okay.
All right.
Didn't have a lot of room to work with on that one.
It's going to be me, right?
I think so. Nope, it's me. All right, so I am in the rough, so I have no idea how much juice this is going to take off of this putt. So 15 footer, I'm going to try to hit it 20, see what happens. Yeah, that was too much.
We're still working on the putting thing. It's very
Tricky out of the rough. It's going to be me again?
Probably me, right?
So. Yeah, it's me.
Oh, wow.
Still.
Very fine.
Hey, Jim Russo, thanks for following, buddy.
Is that our buddy Jim?
That's our buddy Jim.
Biff Malibu says hi. Jim Russo in the house. Better speed.
Yeah.
Do we have the gimme thing on?
5 feet. 5 feet's a gimme, which is about the level that we should be playing at. Maybe we should bump that out to 10.
Make it go a little quicker.
This is Torrey Pines South, so different location. This is down in San Diego. We played Pinehurst, North Carolina, number 2 last year.
Did I barely even hit it? I barely touched that thing. I think I did my typical stub.
Yeah, you hit it about 3 feet.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to hit this about 15 feet.
Did it again.
One more whack. We're sticking to the pine theme of all of our Biff Malibu matches. Pinehurst, Pine Valley, Torrey Pines. All right, you get
Thank you.
rough first hole.
Thing is, it's kind of a normal first hole.
Yeah, so this course should be less brutal than Pinehurst, number 2 from the Black Tees, but it's still not an easy course. Obviously, they play U.S. Opens here. Down by the ocean, get some wind. Seems to be a little calm today on the virtual version. All right, second hole's pretty easy. We got a short par 4, 350 yards. I just need to split these bunkers. Started out to the right a little bit with that wind, bringing it back. Driver swings okay for
Perfect.
no warm-ups. I tend to hit the driver good when I'm tight because I feel like it keeps it a little less loose and wobbly.
Loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can match that somehow. Get the ball up in the air.
All right, so as we watch that fairway, why don't you tell us how you get into golf?
Oh, I got into
Yeah,
golf. It's a long story, but
we got plenty of time.
I will use the time that we have. So
You're going to be
it
up
kind of
next.
runs in the Biff Malibu vein as well. I was doing clubs in 1985, I think. In about 1990, some buddies of mine said, "Hey, we're gonna go play golf." I was like, "I don't play golf. That's for losers."
Yeah, 130 into the hole here.
And they were like, "Yeah, but we can drink and smoke weed." And I said, "Drink and smoke weed? I'm in."
You said the magic words.
Yep. So I went to Rancho Park. They lent me a set of clubs. And on the front nine, they're like, "Oh, you're pretty good at this." And I go, "I've never played before." And they go, "Yeah, but you're pretty good. We're going to play a game called Skins."
These are your rock star friends from Sunset Boulevard, or
From back in the day, they go, "Well, we're going to do this game called Skins. You're going to make a lot of money." And I go, "Oh, okay, that sounds really fun." With me?
that
No,
should
you.
be me here.
So, of course, I got waxed on the front nine. I got waxed in the whole day. I lost a lot of money. And I was livid. The next day, I went to, they used to have a place in LA called Shamrock Golf, and they built their own clubs. So I went and bought a used set of clubs, and I started going to Rancho Park driving range every single morning. And
Oh, that was a terrible shot.
yeah, what happened?
I
You
shanked
must
it.
have been scared by my golf story.
I was listening too intently to focus on the shot that I was trying to hit.
So, needless to say, about a year later, I took most of them back to the same golf course. And I was much better than them, and that's not saying much, but I was.
So Rancho Park was your first ever golf experience.
Yeah.
To this day, what, 25 years later?
I
was
joined Rancho in 91.
Right, but this first experience was 85?
1990.
90,
1990.
okay. So 30 years. Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just
You're
cannot get
hammering the wedges.
Yeah. I can't do that in real life. So anyway, into this day, I've continued to play golf, and most of those same friends do not play golf anymore. Kids, whatever.
All right, you got 50 yarder, 50 yard uphill shot.
Half of this, just half of this. And I chunk it.
It's okay.
It's brutal.
All right, I got to hit a better.
So I think I joined. So then I got into it. So I joined Rancho Park. And back then it wasn't quite like it is now, where basically if you're breathing and the check clears, you're in. Back then, 2 people had to vouch for you on your application, and you had to go to a board meeting and meet the board before they would let you into the club. And I remember when I first went, I was afraid that I'd never get in, because there was a room of like 20, 70-year-old guys staring me down, like I was just a piece of crap. But they let me in the club, and the check cleared, and I've been a member there ever since.
Now the criteria is the check clears, and you can play golf in under 4.5 hours.
The check, oh, Jesus. The check clears. Yeah, and you can play golf in under 4.5 hours. You're in the club. Okay, this is. Really? So I can't find the speed. Dora's going to start screaming at me to hurry up in a minute.
All right, this is me here, 29 feet downhill, a foot. This is going to be quick. It is the Biff Malibu. He was just explaining the story of the name for if you weren't tuned in at that point. You can watch the replays later on my Twitch channel or YouTube.
That's a good one.
Oh, sit.
Oh, it took off.
So these are quick. We got the greens rolling pretty fast. That was straight downhill.
Now you notice that the True Golf system is COVID compliant because it pulls the flag automatically for you. Did you see that?
I did see that.
All right. Let's see if we can keep it somewhere between where the flag is now and where I am now, instead of over the flag into the ocean. Okay, it's only 25 feet. I just have to bump this, right? Hey, oh,
We picked this course because it's easier than Pinehurst.
I thought just moving it up would help. Maybe Pinehurst is better. So look.
This is San Diego fescue.
Jesus. This is brutal. Me up or you?
You're 12 feet 2 inches. This is you. There was an update this week, so I think they fixed the next up is actually correct now.
Oh, okay.
And they
Software update
software update.
in our second tournament.
There's another new feature we'll check out on the next hole.
Okay. Okay. Downhill, a little break left to right,
Yeah,
right?
You got to hit this about 8 feet. That was about 20 feet.
That was about 20 feet. That was about 21 feet. Okay. I'm reasonably sure I was much better the very first time I played golf.
All right, 12 feet.
Oh, bang.
Okay.
Bang. What do you call that?
Just right in the middle.
Biscuit in the basket? All right. So I'm down 2. Anybody
Crob in
wagering?
the house. What's up, Crob?
Anybody wagering on this?
There's lots of bets on this particular putt, so don't miss it. Wow, that's unfortunate.
All right, but at least it's
All
a gimme.
That's a gimme.
Thank God. All right, 2 down. Let's rally. Thank God for the mulligans, or the gimmies.
The gimmies. All right, we got the par 3 going straight into the cliff here. Pins on the front right corner, 160 yards, downhill 32 feet, winds against.
Not enough wind today for the parasailers,
Not quite.
kite gliders.
It is a calm day on the ocean in San Diego with 4-mile-an-hour winds.
I wonder if we've got any topless sunbathers.
I'm going to try to hit 9-iron, and I want to cut it against the wind a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to end up in the middle of the green, not too close to the hole.
Crocker, 159, 160-yard 9-iron.
Downhill 30 feet. The distance is good, I just didn't cut it. All right, Malibu.
Let's see if I can at least do something with a par 3. So it's downhill 30 feet, not really much wind, huh?
Yeah, Crob has probably surfed this water at some point in the past. Straighten it out, just a little short.
Bunker Bob. Another one of my favorite wedges. Maybe I can get this one into the ocean. 70 feet. 30 yards-ish. Less than that. Okay, but the bunker's going to take off, right? I mean...
Well, it depends how you hit it. I mean, if you hit it like a regular chip, it's going to go like a regular chip minus some yards. If you try to flop it like a bunker shot, it's going to act more like a bunker shot. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right. Take that.
That was your second shot to there.
Yes, sir.
7 feet, almost gimme range, and you're getting a pop here, so I really need to make this.
Okay.
30 feet. Left to right. Give it to me.
Oh!
Made it.
Deuce Newton.
Made it. So now the pressure's on. You got to make the 7-footer for a half.
Yeah, if everybody out there, if anybody's gambling, bet against me. Your money is safe. I haven't made
So-
one of these yet.
Hashtags do not work, but if you type exclamation points, there's some commands. You can do exclamation point simulator, and it'll tell you about the simulator. Oh, we made it.
Made it. I think the machine feels sorry for me. Like, we can't stand to see him putt anymore. Just give him one. Oh, look at the beautiful slope here. The cliffs of Torrey Pines.
Yeah, everything goes left towards the ocean. On this hole, all right, we got a 470-yard par 4. Wind's going a little left to right.
Downhill.
Go on. Just got to keep it left of the bunkers.
All right, now
Easy.
Nova's going
Easy.
to try to hit the driver here and not destroy the wall.
All right, so explain to everybody your Packers fandom. You're from Wisconsin. Is that an actual fact, or have I been misled?
No, I was born in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, back in the day. December 1962.
He's dating himself now. That's brave.
So that way they'll understand why I'm not playing that well. They're going to be like, oh, he's an old guy.
Oh, that's why you're getting 18 strokes.
So I'm getting 18 strokes. That's right. So yes, I am a Packer fan, born and bred. I did have a small stint at one time where I was a Viking fan in the Fran Tarkington, Ahmad Rashad days.
Ah.
So I can claim that loyalty as well.
Well, Colleen, as the director of the Gulfstream social media, it's your job to help people find us. There you go. You didn't hit the wall. You pulled it a little bit.
Yanked it into the friggin' go. Oh, all right. And it's still me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 202. Out of the junk, right? All right. Probably
272 out of the junk.
Oh.
You hit it 202. All right, so let me help you aim here. So right now you're aimed. You kind of want to aim a little right of this bunker to make sure you get the most fairway to use and just rip it as hard as you can from there.
Okay. Which isn't saying much, but is our social media director actually engaged right now, or?
She's slacking on the job, just to put it mildly. She's in danger of being replaced.
Better be careful. She's probably begging to be replaced. The job does not pay.
All right, 175 yards, back pin, left to right wind, uphill 5 feet. I'm not sure if a 7-iron's enough club, but I definitely don't want to be long, so I'm going to take whatever I can get with 7-iron. Yeah, I blocked it a little bit.
You'll find a
Right.
great. Well,
Just off to the right. The distance was good.
yeah.
Roll down that hill.
Oh.
Everything's a little stickier in the game than I've found in real life, and I think that's probably to keep balls from rolling into the
Junk.
various caverns, but it does hold you up in the rough there when that would have potentially rolled down to the green.
A little uphill, right?
Yeah, you're a foot or so above your feet for the hole, 115 yards. Light breeze left to right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't hit it that far in real life.
There you go.
Come back a little bit.
Looks like you got the middle of the ball a little bit there. Got it a little high. Pretty good. All right. 61 feet, 20 yards, down 2 feet. Everything's going a little right to left.
Dude, these are touchy. These
chips are
take work.
difficult. Oops, did I just...
Did you move it?
Yeah, I just moved my club across the sensor.
Got
So
the mulligan feature though,
It'll
luckily.
pick that up, but sometimes won't pick up a little chip like this. All right, just right of the flag.
Okay, you've got a lot better touch with these chips than I do.
All right, 12 feet.
Putting.
What's the craziest, weirdest, funniest thing you've seen on a golf course in your many years of playing?
Oh, well, that's easy. That would be an outing with Thor. You remember Jeremiah Harrington?
I do remember Jeremiah, who now is frequenting Torrey Pines down in
Right.
San Diego. I
That's
would
true.
imagine.
As a 18 handicap, I heard.
Oh, is he lost his?
Only when he's betting.
Oh, I see. Hitting
But
360-yard drives.
I don't remember where we were. End of the day, we were almost done, and Jeremiah's brother Casey was there, and Thor.
You're pulling the putts. Five.
So anyway, we're sitting there, we're drinking, we're having a good time, and Mr. Thor decides to separate himself from extra cash he has in his. So he tells him, "I'll give you $200 if you take your clothes off right here and run down and jump into that pond." And of course, he does it. So buck-ass naked, no clothes, runs down to the pond, jumps in, full dives into the pond, comes back out. Thor hands him the cash. The manager, the head clubhouse person, 3 waitresses, bartender, all come out screaming at us that we have to leave.
So, was a deal negotiated, or were you escorted from the premises?
Oh no, we were basically escorted from the premises and told,
Cripple to you. Thanks, buddy.
yeah, never come back. And I don't believe any of us have been back. And I can't remember. It might have been the old Robinson Ranch. I just don't remember. It had water next to the clubhouse from the veranda. And it was a nice place. End of the day, the sun was going down. We're all having some drinks. And all of a sudden he stands up and starts peeling off his clothes. And keep in mind, I mean, it wasn't Jason Momoa rolling down there. It wasn't very attractive. No offense, Casey.
I'm sure he's watching right now.
Yeah.
The driver is working today. Can't complain about that.
Okay. So how about you? What was the craziest thing?
Oh man, I'm trying to think.
Just tell me it didn't involve Thor.
I was close to, but didn't witness the craziest thing a couple of weeks ago, which we discussed before, which is an actual fist fight on the course.
Oh, okay. Well,
Very sad I missed the actual action there. I just saw the aftermath.
I hit the driver. I did.
Nice. Look at that.
200-yard driver, but I hit it.
Okay, so I'd say the craziest thing, this isn't like funny crazy or over the top, but at Rancho Park a couple summers ago, John Simon and I were just playing like a Thursday, just screw around, twilight round or something like that, just for fun to practice. It wasn't a Rancho tournament. It wasn't
Middle of the week.
Middle of the week. And we've got a group of 4 guys behind us, all like in their mid-60s. And we play through the 3rd hole. There's a backup on the tee box, so we waved the guys up to play. Or we were on the green and waved them up behind us. Let me see what I'm doing here. So the 3rd or 4th guy, I think the 4th guy to tee off in their group, take the swing, hits the ball out to the right, the pin's in the middle of the 3rd hole, everything breaks from the right back onto the green, he hits it up the right. Immediately he looks away, starts walking to his cart, put his club away. Ball bounces short right of the green, onto the green, rolls, drops in the hole. So we all start jumping up and down like, hey, dude, you just made a hole in one. And this guy is 65 years old, looks at us and he just kind of goes like, oh, cool, thanks, like rolls up in his cart, picks up his ball, says nothing. His friends say nothing to him. Like
it happens
meant
all the
nothing.
time.
So like that was weird. I hadn't seen anybody actually make a hole-in-one at Rancho Park
And not give a shit.
and not give a shit. So we get to the 8th hole, same thing. We're on the green, we wave these guys up, and now it's the last guy again, but it's not the same guy that made the hole-in-one on 3. So this guy kind of bunts a driver from the white tees in the 8th hole. It bounces in front of the green, bounces again, rolls up, goes in the hole.
Same group.
Same group, same day, number 3 and number 8 at Rancho Park, 2 hole-in-ones right behind us. Is it me again?
Yeah. And you saw him.
Did I just hit your ball? I must have just hit your ball.
You did, maybe. The mulligan feature, right?
Go.
Replay?
Biff Malibu. I think good shot for you. So
Thank
it's
you.
about 175 yards is what you can hit this.
Okay. So tell me that it didn't happen again.
No, that was it. There were only 2 that day out of the 4
Did
chances.
at least the second guy give a shit?
No, did not care. Like, oh, thanks, that was cool. Picked up his ball. His buddies were all like, yeah, nice job.
Were they medicated or something?
It was the strangest thing I've seen for, people making hole-in-ones on golf courses.
Yeah, I mean, how many have you seen?
Seen those 2. I've seen my own one. I've seen Thor make one at Brookside, or his one, I guess. I don't know I think that might have been his only one. I was right behind Michael Sagan when he made one in the club championship like 6 years ago on 16 at Rancho, but I didn't see it myself. I just saw him jump up and down.
Repinich made it on 8, and I think Sidhu saw that one, I think. Wasn't it Rep? It was Rep, right?
That sounds right.
I think so. That was a while ago.
Who's Mike? My Mike?
Mine?
Well, me and Sam, the mic is a little low.
Check. Oh, social media director's on it.
A little too much? Yeah, it's all right.
Spin?
Yeah, it should spin.
Oh, look at
Wedge.
this.
Both? Okay.
What's the spin juice on it?
Turn them up a little bit. Up.
Okay, so the next up thing does work. Oh, putting. What do you know? My favorite thing to do. Downhill. Sneaker. Left to right. So tell me about your hole-in-one. I didn't even have one.
So mine was team play.
In team play, no
Yeah,
less.
3 years ago against DeBell at DeBell.
And you hate the bell.
I learned to play golf at DeBell and other courses that you shouldn't learn to play golf at. That one I guess you can because it's short. It's just janky. But what's the short par 3 there? The 8th hole?
Oh,
No,
the one
it's
where
the 6th hole, right? It's the one between the 2 drivable par 4s. It's like it was 120. It was playing 128 yards. I hit a pitching wedge directly over the flag.
Okay,
It
I know
landed
which one you're
behind the
talking
flag,
about.
3 yards, spun straight back into the hole in the middle of a match play.
That guy must have been thrilled.
So I made an ace there, and I'll tell you what also happened once I hit this putt on that round.
Tell me you won your match.
I'll get to that part in a second. So DeBell, for people that don't know, is a very janky golf course in Burbank.
Built in the side of a mountain.
Built in the side of a mountain. Incredibly easy to lose a ball. It's a very nice goat pasture of a...
And it's so high up that they actually have their own weather. I was up there one day when it was snowing and hailing, but down below in Burbank, it was actually sunny and nice.
Yeah.
Literally played a round of golf with hail all over the fairway and the green.
Yeah, so swingers, if Ether Frenzy's mentioning swingers, the Los Feliz par 3 course is where they go in swingers, and that's actually the first place I ever touched a golf club or hit a golf ball, and that's how I really started playing golf was at the Los Feliz par 3 course.
Oh, wow.
So you just made your putt for...
Yeah, I don't even know where the match is, do you? Let's a look.
Yeah, this is... I was up 1 going into this hole.
Okay.
And this is for a par for me. Just outside of gimme range.
Oh, did he hit it? Oh, he does not hit it. Oh,
Oh,
denied.
I was just trying to be
Beat
gentle
back
with
like
that
the
one.
redheaded stepchild. So what, we're even now?
I think we are. Let me pull the scorecard up real quick.
All right. Oh, look at this. Scorecard.
Scorecard. Yeah, so you won that hole. You won the last 2. Yep,
Oh,
so we are
right.
even.
I was making a move.
All right, you
What do
are.
we got going on here?
This is a
hole?
par
Dogleg.
5.
I know
Yeah,
this hole.
dogleg right, 522. The wind's helping you go to the right a little bit.
Yeah, you do not want to cut the corner here, though. I remember that. You kind of want to actually hit it straight, which I'm screwed now.
So anyway, back to DeBell. When we play our team play at the beginning of the year, when we used to do such things and we're allowed to legally, and there you go. You see your swing is straighter because you're not hitting the wall.
I'm not hitting. Look at that.
So DeBell, nobody ever wants to play in their group because their course is very difficult to play, and the locals are going to kill you every time you play there.
Historically, they've got that thing grooved.
They're not very good anywhere else, but they're going to win at home.
And handily.
Yes. So I make my hole in one on the 6th hole, whatever it is. The 15th hole or 16th hole is a downhill short par 4. It's like 290 yards.
Yep.
I hit a driver there to a foot and tapped in for an eagle, and we lost our match.
What do you mean we lost our match?
So me and my
lost your
partner
match
lost
and
our
you
match.
lost
I
the
made an
team?
ace and an eagle, and we lost. And the team lost 47 out of 48 points. Luke
Oh,
Rex.
wait a minute. Don't I remember that?
I thought you were there.
I think I was there.
Luke Rex halved his individual match. He was the only Rancho Park player to get any points against them whatsoever.
Wow.
And that's when we said, no
That's
more
team
DeBell.
play.
Yeah, no more. We quit
Basically,
team
I
play
think team
entirely.
play was done at that point. It should be good. It shouldn't. It doesn't. No. Don't go through.
It'll sit. It'll be okay. It's going to be in the rough, but
That's all right.
that's okay.
So, we are both former team play cap.
That's correct. I took over the reins for Biff when he stepped down after many years of team play captainship.
At 2 different clubs, Brookside and Rancho.
Our nemesis, Brookside.
Nemesis Brookside, that's true.
All right, your swing has
Improved.
night and day come around from the first 2 or 3 holes.
Well, I mean, we can tell the fans at home that we're sponsored currently by Budweiser, can't we? The swing juice maybe is kicking in.
Yes.
Swing relaxer. And
260
the
out of the
large
rough.
ones, too.
260 out of the rough, no problem.
We'd like to thank our sponsors this afternoon, Budweiser, the king of beers.
I'm waiting for Steve Luigi Lewis to sponsor us with shoe tips.
You know what?
Get some product placement.
Product placement. We'll talk about them nonstop. We've got social media ready to go. Oh, look at him run out.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting out of the rough with the 3-wood.
What's the good doctor got here? Like about 100? Maybe a little more? Biff Malibu, 82 yards. I should be able to pull that off with a... It's this club right here. Could be the full 52. Nobody at home makes fun of me.
52, 82
Yes, I
yards.
think Steve probably hits this 125. The Luigi Master. I only hit it like 90. Oh, of course he crushes it. I got a little too much swing speed here. This is not real. Unless it was downhill.
All right, so what do we got? 50 yards? I think I'm getting up and down for a birdie here.
That would be nice. A par 5, right?
I just lost the last 2 holes to tie it up, so I got to do something here. I keep.
So, we're playing at quite the pace. Not waiting on the public, I noticed.
All right. 2 yards.
We could play a drinking game, you know, for the fans
could.
at home. Every time we say Thor's name, they have to.
Friends at home that have to drink because
We still have to get home.
Later after I get home. Oh, sit down.
Spin.
God.
So what shot? Is there a way to know the shot?
Okay. You can see right here.
3.
This
4.
is what you're lying.
Okay.
This is me when I'm lying on the hole.
Got it. So I'm hitting 4.
Yeah.
Oh, under the tree. If you can get this thing up and down. 35 feet. Just a little knockdown. 56. And it just cannot. Look at this. All I'm missing is just might as well go in the bunker.
No, I mean, you're not
Still me?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Jeez.
All right, 20 yards. Pins uphill, 2 feet. You can bump it low and run it up. You can.
There's the Script Ranch offices right back there. This is pretty real. There's the lodge on the left. Okay, let's see.
He's going with the low chipper. Didn't quite get up
Does
that
not
first hill.
run out. Brutal.
Oh, you still
Is it really?
on the green?
All right, I'm gonna putt. Thank you. Oh, we're playing pretty good speed, right?
Yeah, this is the we're on the green in the 6th hole here in about 40 minutes of playing.
All right, quite a bit downhill.
Uphill. You're a foot and a half uphill.
Oh, up. Okay, I see it. Got it.
You destroyed that putt, and it's still going to be pretty darn close. Nice putt.
Inside?
I thought you hit that way too
I
hard.
did too, actually. It did push it quite a bit. That's a gimme, though, right?
Yep, that's a gimme. So you're in for a 7, I believe. I'm chipping for a birdie here, out of the rough. 18 feet. All right, let's see if I can actually do a little delicate chip here. You know what?
So,
I'm going to putt this.
are you still trying to get Elon Musk to come in here and play and do it on acid? Is that still in the plans?
Super high Elon Musk come in. We'll have Joe Rogan come bring some boiled elk meat that he killed himself.
With his bare hands.
With his bare hands.
No less. This is going to be tricky out of the stuff, right? Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Are you trying to help me?
No, I'm definitely not.
Feeling sorry for my financial situation at $25 a hole.
Oh, we went down to 25?
It was 50 last week, right? I came out, we split, so I got away with no harm. Much stronger.
Where is that going?
Oh, he's definitely trying to help me. You're going for 7 now, right?
No, I'm going for 6 now, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, good. Putting for 6. I need this to have the hole. 22 feet, up 10 inches, a little bit of break.
Oh, does he pull?
No, it's...
Oh, good distance.
All right, down one.
All right.
Oh, that's a bummer.
What's the name of the guy's tattoo place right next door?
I have no idea. It just says tattoos on the sign. So.
We'll get him to throw a sponsorship deal together, and we'll get Dauber a tattoo on his ankle or something tomorrow. And he won't know it. We'll just do it.
All right, Biff Malibu is up. You got 430-yard par 4.
All right, he's going to go with driver again. He's actually hit two decent drivers. The wall
Getting
is still intact.
confident right now.
Well, you know, it's the blue tees. I'm feeling at home. Yeah. Hold it. Just sit down. That's all right. I'll take that. A 200-yard drive. Whoops, sorry. Should thank my girlfriend Nicole, who's actually cleaning the refrigerator right now of all the Coca-Cola syrup that exploded in the entire thing. It's
It's very nice of her.
times like these that I don't understand why the inside of your refrigerator is not brown.
I mean, she could be watching the stream and cleaning at the same time.
No,
She really loved you.
Pretty sure she's not doing that because there's a slew of four-letter words coming out of my phone right now. None of them are saying like, wow, good shot.
She was very into the last round that we did. And
Yeah,
apparently-
really because she's trying to figure out how this could leverage into antiquing or crafting.
slightly different audience for that.
Yeah, she's totally like, you know, you guys don't use that very much, you know.
All right, 162 out of the rough, downhill. Oh, sorry, out of a bunker, fairway bunker.
Oof.
I'm gonna guess that I want to hit a 7 iron. A guess.
Oh, pushed it all right.
Bunker, bunker.
Oh, on
stayed
the
up.
edge. Interesting lie.
Yeah.
Tough stance.
That'll be a tough stance, yeah.
Look now, the 53 yards. Let's see here. Going 56. A little uphill. A little bit of wind in his face. I'm gonna add a little to it. Try to hit like about a 60-yard shot. How does that sound?
All right, you got to hold out or do something exciting. Our chat's getting a little
Boring?
boring, or they're bored of us.
I could go Casey Harrington on him and go naked.
Remove some clothes and get us banned from.
Yeah, from stream.
Okay.
All right, I hit the green. That's exciting. In my world.
Biff's mic is a little garbly.
Oh,
All right. Let's see if we can.
what we want to know.
So I'll show the new feature, the new content update here. So we're here. I can go up here, move my aim marker, and then go look at where I'm aiming and check out the green a little bit.
Oh, I walk
Different
around
angles.
it quickly.
Zoom up here, see where I'm at. New content.
All right, I got my mic on the outside of my nipple now, so hopefully that helps.
How's the mic sound now from Biff? Give him a little check. 1, 2.
Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. I could do a David Lee Roth style scream from like 89 if they want.
I keep waggling over the thing. Mic sounds better on outer nipple location. We've confirmed with the chat.
All right, it's left nipple. Note that for next time. You're going to get cured of the waggles in this place.
I like the waggles.
Picks it clean. Well, I know you like it, but the machine doesn't. Oh, does it go off the green?
That is unfortunate.
Does that happen to me too? You might still
I'm
be up.
definitely still up right now. I'm 36 feet and you are 37 feet.
Ready, Malibu. But I am putting.
You are putting.
All right, let's see. Malibu. Ranger Rick picking up the balls. Okay. Downhill, 10 inches. A little bit left to right. Looks like it's going to take off when it gets about 20 feet.
Got some new followers since the last stream. We got Frank the Bull. We got John Simon here.
Oh, just yanked it. Just yanked it.
All right. 36 feet. Am I on the green? Where am I? Fairway. I'm going to putt this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Crocker.
So the problem here, when you're not on the actual green, it doesn't give you a line.
How many majors have you got at Rancho Park?
Only one official major that I've won, and that was a 4-ball championship with my partner Lee Ross. That was my second year in the club.
Wow.
Yeah, neither of us had ever played together. We got matched up randomly by the powers that be. And I went on to carry him to a 4-ball victory. Sit down.
Frank Rosado's watching. His first year in the club, didn't he win the club championship and golfer of the year?
He absolutely did win golfer of the year and the club championship in his flight.
Oh, Brian, throwing in that whole flight thing.
Well, I mean, club championship is won by whoever wins the A flight in low gross. I'm just going to make sure that that's
known
and clear to everybody that the handicap stuff has one tournament where it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Rams it in the hole.
Wow.
Sneaking over here and practicing.
Told the landlord, give me a set of keys. I'm the custodian. Let's see, I have 2 4-ball championships. I think I've got a match play championship, and I think the best I've done in the club championship was second. I got beat by, what the heck's his name? Kevin Wilson.
Oh, yeah. Was that the year that he went nuts?
Yeah, he shot like 56 or something his first day net.
All right, this is you. 160-yard par 3.
160?
Yeah. It's 22 feet uphill.
Okay. Yeah, he went like crazy, and then I never could catch him after that. And I think I've not played in it since because I just felt so beat down. Good kid, Kevin. I like him.
Yeah, I like both him and his brother.
Yep. Totally cool people. Great skateboarder, too.
Get in that bunker.
Get in a
This
bunker.
guy's putting it on the green. I need to catch up. Get in that bunker.
Yeah, almost, right? It's funny, man. You watch his brother play, and he's got like, I think he shows up with like maybe 2 golf balls, 3 tees, and his bag.
10 clubs.
Yeah,
maybe.
he might have 10 clubs. Sometimes I expect to see like an old persimmons in his bag, and he just wanders around the course with his shoes untied and
Shoots
69. Yeah.
Right distance.
I show up like I'm trying to win Survivor, right? I've got like my golf bag. I've got like a solar charger, my phone.
16 balls.
16 golf balls.
2 bags of tees.
Yeah, 2 bags of tees.
4 full-size towels.
Shoot 98. That's on a really good day. All right, 63
feet.
Yep. That's only 20 yards.
That is only 20 yards.
A little downhill.
21 yards downhill into the wind.
Like a 15-yard shot, you think?
That's what I would play it.
I hit
Yeah, I subbed it a little bit.
but it'll run out.
That's gonna run out.
Oh, keep
Look
going.
at how good this is
Keep
getting.
going.
Gimme, get out. Okay.
Oh.
Outside of gimme range, I have a chance.
Who are some other interesting characters from Rancho Park that we can talk about that aren't on right now?
That aren't watching.
That aren't watching, yeah.
All right.
We already talked about Matt Hodgen last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can't. It's not fair to pick on him twice. How about Z-Bar?
Yeah, where has Zebarth been?
Well, I know he's trying to keep Burke Williams going since they can't have any customers. He's doing a good job with that.
Oh, look how fast that's getting.
Does it drop? Gimme range.
That's a gimme par.
Okay.
And you're putting for a 3 right now, right?
I believe so. Need to make this. Biff Malibu, 5 feet 9 inches. It looks pretty straight. See if you can do this. Nope. And he just yanks it again. I'm inside of gimme range though, right? No, he's not.
Oh, just too hard.
Brutal.
All right, so that's after 9. Did we just tie it back up?
Did you?
I'm gonna take a look here. This is this is 9. Okay, let's take a look at the scorecard. All right, so I'm up 1. I'm up 2. Up 2. Up 1. Even. Down 1. Down 2. I'm down 1.
All right.
All right, so we got a par 5 here, 540 yards.
It's a long hole. I know this hole. Very long. So have you played here ever?
I have not played Torrey Pines. I was invited once and I couldn't make it. And Jeremiah and someone else I know in San Diego have said if I... He maintains a fictitious residence in San Diego.
Well, his parents live there, so. Push that a little right.
About exactly what I hit it right off the toe.
Get over the tree.
Yeah, it's gonna get over the tree. All right, par 5. Might as well hit a terrible drive on hole a chance.
This is a great golf track. I've played here twice. Both times I played, I think it was about 4 months before they had the rough out, and it was brutal.
Definitely.
I pulled it, but that'll be all
You're
right.
getting some speed on that. You're pulling a little bit, but the swing looks so much better, just a little bit more upright than your normal.
My normal
flat
swing.
329 yards out. You're aimed right in the middle of the fairway.
Right. Okay. Oh, I hit it fast. Gosh. Did it like totally miss the ball? It didn't it?
Did it not go anywhere?
Didn't go anywhere.
All right, you're still up.
I fanned at it. Well, that's obviously kind of a flaw in the machine now, right?
Yeah, I wonder if it's just wasn't picked up. There you go. Okay.
Won't hurt me over there.
That's all right.
Free golf swing. But definitely, so when I played with Sadu, we got up really early and we drove down there. I think we had like a 9 o'clock tee time. Beautiful day out there, light breeze. Course was just in unreal shape. And it's kind of interesting because it's definitely, you can tell it's a muni, but it's like a muni on steroids.
Right.
And whenever you play,
slightly better conditions than Rancho Park.
Yeah, but you turn around and you look, and there's like another tee box that's always like 150 yards behind the blues.
Mm-hmm.
It's way back there. It's like a hike.
All right, I got to get around over this one tree, get back in the fairway.
So is that your 2-iron?
4-iron.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
right.
the difference between the blue tees and the black tournament tees here is like 800 yards, 700 yards to 7,000 or something like that.
Yeah, and it's crazy because because you know everybody's seen it on TV, and it's crazy because you turn around, you look, and you go, "Wow, those tees are way back there." 131.
Yeah, that is the Midwest and East Coast courses that have just natural rainfall. That the conditions tend to be very good at mid-level golf courses versus here where we just don't have water and you got to pay a lot of money to maintain the grass.
131. I got to jump on this a little bit for
But
me.
you can't golf year round, which is the drawback.
That's the yeah. Hold it.
That's gonna
Oh
be
no.
fine. Hold it right in the middle of the green, pin high.
Right. So one of these rounds we'll probably play Cog Hill, Chicago, right?
Yeah.
And we will Bethpage Black.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
Beth Page we gotta save until we all feel really comfortable with the chipping and putting.
Oh, we just don't play from the tips.
I mean, it's called Beth Page Black. You gotta play from the black
From the
keys, right?
black.
All right, 70 yards, a little wedge.
Oh, right at it. Right at
Get
it.
in.
Come back. Come back. Come back.
Spin back. Just
Nice.
outside of game range.
So did the social media manager, did she rack up any endorsements yet, or?
She says she's working on a deal with Gatorade right now. It's promising.
She'd probably have more luck with Tecate or something. I don't think we're the Gatorade type of sponsors.
See a lot of Tecate ads on Hulu, so maybe they've got some inventory they'll throw our way.
Okay, uphill, right? 1 inch. Not, so it's basically a flat putt.
Oh,
I
hammered
hammered
it.
it again. Ah, I'm probably still up, huh?
These are fast greens. You got to think, a 10-footer at Rancho here is going 20 feet on these greens.
Okay. Hold it.
Hold it.
Typical pull. I can't even have a gimme. It's definitely you now, I think.
Nope.
Oh, you got to be.
Yeah,
kidding
I'm
me.
8 feet. You're 10 feet. Got it.
I think again, it just felt sorry for me.
All right, so what do I got? 2 putts to tie it up here?
We could get the neighborhood hookah lounge to sponsor us too.
Hey, made
Nice
a birdie.
putt.
All right. 2
All
birdies in the
even.
front round.
All even on the front side.
All that work for
Nothing.
nothing.
All right. Well, that was just warming up.
All right, back 9 starts with looks like a par 4, long par 4 or short par 5.
Back 9 on Friday at Torrey Pines.
Oh, short par 4, 377.
Just
Yeah, did that again.
boom. Trees are your friend.
The First couple hole tightness of straightening the drives out is gone now. I gotta.
Well, you do have a little
it
more
back.
jello going over there. That could loosen things up a little bit. All right, 377. You don't need to hit it long. Just get it in play. Use that new less flat swing. Skies it. Pops it in the air.
What's up, Skips Valorant? Thanks for following. What'd you do? You just pop it
Popped
up in
it
the middle?
up.
Nice. 200 yards.
203. Uphill, a little bit of a wind, right?
Yeah. Back middle, winds right to left. Ooh. Just pulled a little bit. That would have been nice if that was 10 yards further right. Get right up on the green. All right, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Question mark yards out. Ooh, 128. Got this one tree. Should be able to hit it over that. Pitching wedge.
Scripps Ranch back there, I think. Office complex. Oh, no problem over the tree.
Oh, I did clipped it a little bit. Okay, I'll take that.
On the green.
On the
Does
green.
clip it a little though.
All right, 60 feet out of the bunker. Biff.
Okay. All right, I need to master this a little bit because I'm definitely struggling with this.
Thanks, man.
60 feet, 20 yards.
Out of the bunker. Flop this one all the way to the hole. Oh. Oh.
Stop.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, I got a long putt coming up here. $44 feet, foot uphill, left to right.
Hammer that or did it in?
I don't know. Didn't pick it up. Let's try that again.
Oh, I thought it moved. Okay. It was just a directional.
There we go.
Okay.
I think I just picked my putter up too early. Oh, inside gimme range. That's a tap in par. So what about non-golf crazy stories? Anything from the days in the Sunset Strip that you can share with the...
There are many that I can share because most of the people that I'm going to talk about are dead. So there was one very interesting night with Sam Kinison and Axl Rose.
It sounds interesting already.
And, okay, uphill, right?
Yeah, you got a half a foot uphill.
feet, so half the distance.
That's pretty good.
That's a gimme. That's all I want.
Yep.
Okay, so Sam Kinison was on his quote-unquote clean phase. Remember that?
A short-lived phase.
Yeah, well, as far as everybody knew, he was clean, but he really wasn't. He was just getting ready to get married to this girl named Malika, I believe.
Yep.
So he comes to our club.
Thanks for following.
Our club is where he started his band. His band, he basically developed the band at our club. It was called NYC All-Star Jam. Had Randy Castillo, the drummer from Ozzy. He's now passed away from cancer. This guy named Randy Hansen, who's famous for being a Jimi Hendrix, I don't know what you call it.
Experience?
But yeah. And the band was pretty good. Sam was obviously the weakest part of the band, but he was the star also. So one night he shows up to our club.
Did a little bit.
And Axl happened to be there.
Get out of that.
And Sam comes up to me and goes, "Hey, where's our friend?" And that basically meant he wanted to party. So my friend showed up with a very large pile of white substance. The club emptied out. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and we had a piano in there. Sam dumps the whole pile on top of the piano. Axel's playing piano. The album wasn't even out yet for the double live with
Right. November Rain.
Yeah. Yep. So he's kind of playing that and singing it a little bit so we can check it out. And CC DeVille was there, I think. What, 196?
Nice. Learn something and get a follower.
Anyway, long story short, we ended up leaving at about 9 o'clock in the morning on a Friday morning because the club was a Thursday night. And I find out later that night, because we didn't have the internet back then and there wasn't TMZ or anything, that they found Sam Kinnison's car wrapped around a telephone pole on Laurel Canyon. What happened was he crashed the car and him and CC DeVille got out, walked back to his house, and stayed up until like 6 o'clock that afternoon, freaking partying all night.
Leave the car there.
And just left the car there. Nowadays, of course, if you did that, it'd be all over the news. You'd get arrested. There'd be cameras there and blah, blah, blah. Back then, he just wrapped the car around the pole and got out, walked home and left it there. Let his agent and the insurance company deal with it.
All right, 34 yards. Yeah, nowadays, Sam would probably be live streaming his shenanigans to the internet while he was doing it.
Yep. And one thing about him, though, he was a super cool guy. Easy to deal with, nice, totally friendly.
So was he driving in the car wreck?
Yeah, it was his car.
No,
And
the one he died in.
Yeah, he was
I
driving.
couldn't remember if it was one of the girls. He was clean.
He was clean at the time, and the irony was there was a kid in a pickup truck who was totally wasted who hit him head on and killed him.
Tragic.
Yep. But apparently Sam did not have his seatbelt on, and that's why he died.
I feel like back then nobody did.
Well, it wasn't that long ago. I mean, I was wearing my seatbelt back then.
Right. All right, 56 feet out of the bunker. God, did not
get
have
under
hard
it.
enough. Yeah, I mean, I hit it like a bunker shot, but I definitely should have hit it harder than that. It's going to be me again.
Wow. Malibu have a chance to go one up on 10?
Yep. Sorry, I'm going to make this 36 feet flat, right to left.
He might make this.
Nope, just short.
Just short, but
short.
gimme range.
That's all right. That was for a 4.
So one time I was playing in the LA City on Wilson, and I was on 17, and I was getting ready to putt, and I had a caddy at the time, and he was pretty kind of a badass guy anyway, because he was a bouncer at a club called the Cat House back in the day. He ran the door. And the guys on the... Damn, what's the hole? If you're standing on the tee, on the green, looking at the tee, you're looking at the tee box on 18, what's the hole to the right? The long dog leg, par 4.
If you're standing on the green.
Looking at the 18th tee box of 17.
On 17.
You're looking at 18 tee box.
Yeah. So the 16th hole is the long
right.
par 4 to the right.
And there's the par.
And 17 is the elevated tee down to the green you're talking
about. So anyway, these guys were being really loud, and my buddy says, "Hey, 4 please," and the guys are like, "Hey, F you," whatever. And my buddy goes over there and starts jawing with them. So next thing you know, everybody's got golf clubs in their hands, and they're getting ready to go to town on each other. And everybody calms down. Oh, he made it.
Is that
everybody
for 4?
calms down, but then next thing you know, in the parking lot, everybody's out in the parking lot waiting for each other.
Right.
And luckily, nothing happened there either. There's a lot of just jawing with each other, but
This might be you. So
I
you're.
don't think I've had the
No,
honor
this is
yet.
me. Okay. So did you? Who won that hole? You won that hole. So I won, then you won. So you're back up 1.
Well, wait,
I won 10 to go.
but don't I
No,
get
we
a pop on
have.
every
That's right.
hole?
We have.
Yeah, so I'm 1 up.
So you're 1 up. Yep. That's right. All right. 471. Yeah. No, that just reminded me of another story. So I played at Riviera with our buddy Jay Lappin, and we were playing in front of Johnny Mathis, who's a member there and plays every day, and he's going to be in his late 70s at this
Yeah,
point.
maybe even
he's,
older.
He's
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
He plays golf every day with a buddy or two of his, and they play incredibly fast. Their whole thing is to play.
And he's probably a member there from so long ago that he's probably paying $300 a month.
Yeah, he's been there every time I've ever been there. Just plays constantly. Super nice guy. But he comes up behind us with his buddy, and they're like, "Hey, do you mind if we play through on?" We were on 9, on the 9th tee box. Like, yeah, let's all tee off, and then you guys just go, and we'll lag a bit and let you guys get a head start going to the green. So we all tee off, and Johnny hits his second shot, goes up. He's sort of, in the second set of bunkers going up to the 9th green.
You can talk.
And my buddy Jay is hitting he hit a bad drive. So he had a long way in, and he's hitting a second shot. He's going to lay up somewhere just short of the bunkers. So Johnny's up there getting ready to hit his shot, and Jay's like, I can't get to Johnny with this club. He was hitting out of like a fairway bunker or something. So he goes and hits, and the ball sails like
Over his head.
a foot over Johnny Mathis's head. Lands. Johnny just turns around and is like, no problem, takes off. And my buddy's like, I almost just killed a legend by beating this 80-year-old dude in the head from 200 yards out with a golf ball. I'm like, yeah, if you killed Johnny Mathis,
You would be on the news.
he'd be on the news.
Yeah. And not in a good way.
240 yards out of the rough, into the wind.
Local man kills singing legend.
But we played with Robbie Krieger there. Played with Eric Gagne from the Dodgers.
Now that I would have wanted to play with him.
That was, he's just, as you can imagine, ridiculously talented athletically.
All right, so that brings up a whole nother thing. What's the most famous person you've actually played with? Gagne?
Yeah, Gagne, Johnny Mathis. Well, I haven't played with Johnny Mathis, just around him a bunch. Robbie Krieger from the Doors, who, if you're from that era, obviously you know who he is. Oh, it's me again. Yeah, I topped it. I played with Ryan Stiles at Encino.
Okay.
That was fun. That was right before the Patriots-Seahawks Super Bowl, and he's from Seattle. He's a big Seahawks fan. So we were talking shit to each other the whole time about the Super Bowl, which the Patriots ended up winning in amazing fashion with the Malcolm Butler interception in the end zone.
Wow.
So I've been waiting to see him again since then so I can talk shit. But he was super nice. He was fun to play with. And that was just a random walk up to the starter at Encino. And he's like, yeah, you're going to play with Ryan. I'm like, oh, hey.
All right, I have an Encino story. Mine was Balboa, actually. I actually have 2 stories on Balboa.
Keep pushing. Sit down on that green.
So I get out of work early one day and I roll out to Encino and run up. I run up to the starter. That was back when you just had to run up to the starter and whatever, right?
I'm not a professional golfer, just a enthusiast amateur.
Who's that?
Chat is asking.
Oh. So I roll up there and the guy goes,
Professional virtual golfer.
all right, you're on the tee. And I'm like, all right, cool. Join those 2 guys. So I run down there.
This is at Encino?
Yeah, so no, Balboa.
Balboa.
So I run down there and I have no clue who the 2 guys are I'm playing with, but I did notice that the one guy had a super expensive set of clubs and bag.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Miura's or some Japanese
No, they were just premium, like
Right.
Titleist, top of the line.
Right.
The bag was expensive. You can tell. Looked like he just bought it. So on about push a little bit. On about the 9th, I was playing pretty good. They kind of sucked. So on like the 10th hole, one of the guys says to me, "Hey man, so how do you like? I had a good chip when I back in the days when I could chip, and he's like, "Hey, how do you do that?" So there was nobody pushing us, there was nobody in front of us, so I said, "Here, try this. Push your hands forward, blah blah blah." I go, "But whatever I do, don't try to do it today, okay? Because practice it before you try it." Well, of course, nobody ever does that, so he started doing it, and he started playing great. So now he's asking me a whole bunch of stuff.
That's it right there.
So about the 17th hole, he's like, "Hey man, I'm doing a show at the Cerritos Center for the Performing Arts in a couple of weeks." He goes, "You should come down there." And I go, "Okay." So he hands me his card and he says, "Here, call my office." And so I call the number, and the secretary lady answers, and she goes, "Oh yeah, he's been waiting for your call." She goes, "Yeah, I'll put you on. How many people do you want to bring?" And I said, "It'll be just me." So I go down there, and I find out later, he tells me, and then I Google it when I get home, but it's D.L. Hughley.
Oh, no kidding. I think I had either you or somebody else told me a golf story about DL.
Probably me.
Yeah.
And he tells me, I'm like, so I see him at the show, and now I'm all pumped up. I'm like, because his show's sold out, and it was absolutely freaking hilarious.
Oh, I love DL.
Funniest thing I've seen in I don't know how long. I had no clue how funny he was.
Yeah, he's great.
And so I'm in the backstage area after the show, and he sees me from across the room and says, "Hey, Jeff, hey, everybody's my buddy Jeff, the golf guy I was telling you about." So now I'm all of a sudden like, wow, right? And so that was my one Encino story. So then I have one more Encino story where same thing. End of the day.
Hammered in the hole.
Yeah, end of the day. Run to the starter. Guy's like, "You're playing with those two guys down there." I get down there, and there's three guys. And I get down there, and
we got a par 5, 526, straight down.
The one guy goes, "You're not playing with us." And I go, "The hell I'm not." One guy's all tatted up. He's totally cool. The other guy's like telling me I'm not playing with them. They all got kind of like English accents. And then when I tell him the hell I'm not, I go, "The starter just told me I'm with you guys, so either I go in front of you or we all play together."
Right.
So the guy with all the tats is totally cool, and he comes up and goes, "Hey, it's cool, man. You could play with us." He goes, "I'm Robbie. This is my buddy. Blah 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 blah." Same thing. For some reason, I played pretty good. The tattoo guy starts talking to me. Everybody starts finally kind of getting along, and by the end of the day, the guy introduces me to himself, and he's like, "Yeah, my name's Robbie Williams." And I'm like,
"Oh,
I have no clue.
The Robbie Williams."
Yeah. And so I'm like, "Whatever, dude. I don't know you." He's like, "Yeah, I'm an entertainer, and I'm like thinking, I know everybody. I don't know you.
Right.
You're nobody.
Not nearly as famous here as he is in the UK.
Turns out he's in LA because he's trying to clean up, and this is the only place he can go in the entire world
not everyone
where
knows
nobody
him.
knows him. Right?
Yeah.
So I get home and I tell my roommate about him, and she's like, "Nah, hold on, let me ask Petra." Petra is from Sweden. She's there from out of town. And I tell her, "Yeah, I played golf with Robbie Williams today." And she goes, "No, you didn't." And I go, "Yeah, I did." And she goes, "Hold on." She goes to the computer, pulls up a picture. Says, "Is that who you play golf with?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you don't know who he is." So I do a Google of him. I found out like he owns an island in the Bahamas. He owns another island somewhere else. And
oh yeah, he's
super
mega famous
rich
outside of the U.S.
Yeah. So again, the same thing. I kind of noticed. I'm like, he's got a lot of expensive golf gear, right? But he's got like jeans on and a T-shirt and full of tats. I'm like, he can't be anybody.
So Skips is asking what I think about hybrids. I personally don't play a hybrid. I fairly recently put a 2-iron in the bag instead of a hybrid. But that's just because for me, off of the tee, I can hit a 2-iron much straighter than a hybrid that goes a lot higher and can be a little less accurate. For most amateur golfers, if you're teen handicapper up, I think hybrid's going to help you quite a bit because you're going to get so much more loft on the ball. You can hit out of the
They're
rough
consistent.
so much easier than an iron out of the rough for the distances you're going to be using a hybrid for. So I'm a big fan of them. I just personally have taken them out because the courses I play tend to benefit from getting some rollout.
Plus, when you get in trouble, you can take that thing out. If you're not hitting your driver well, you can just hit the 2-iron all day.
Exactly. So I can hit a 2-iron pretty straight, but I think most people should be playing hybrids for their 4 and 5-iron at least, if not 6-irons, until you feel really comfortable hitting, over 175-yard iron shots, through the bag. A hybrid's going to help you out. Keep flipping my left hand early. Oof. All right, I gotta get back focused on the swing that was there.
I'm telling too many stories.
No, it's better. I'd rather hear the entertaining stories.
It's 85. That's the 52 again. Let's see if you can hit that with some consistency here. I think you can. I caddied one time for a buddy of mine at Cypress, and Chris O'Donnell was in the group.
Oh yeah, Chris is a big golfer.
Yep.
I know his brother Johnny, who runs Johnny O's clothing line here in LA. It's like a golf surf apparel brand, and John O'Donnell he's a member at Bel Air, one of those clubs, but he's like won the club championship there numerous times. He's a very, very adamant golfer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Super nice guy also. But UGP, we get a lot of like clothing partnerships with him when I was there for a bit.
I have to look that. Do you like the clothes?
They're a little boxy and big for me.
Are they like the Charlie Harper style?
They're kind of more like, dad. I'm sure he's got some.
Charlie Harper from 2.5 Men.
Yeah, exactly. I really like the jackets and pullovers and stuff. The golf shirts were a little big and loose.
And who's your sponsor? I forget. What's his name? The guy you like to wear.
Oh, Jay Lindbergh.
Yeah. Now I'd never even heard of them until you.
So they're European.
Okay, but they're
being
slim,
being
right?
a tall, skinny guy. The European cut tends to fit a little better. Because normally I get shirts that are either fit up top and they're too short for me, or they're super long and huge.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, exactly. If European XL is US medium. Yeah, the Jay Lindbergh like large polo standard golf shirt fits me perfectly.
They look good on you.
And a large, Nike shirt looks like I'm wearing a tent.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
Shot.
God.
7 feet. Planing.
So yeah, I caddied out there, and the guy who was the member who invited everybody out was this guy, and I think his name was Dick Gelb, and he was like the CEO of Procter & Gamble for 110 years or something.
Was doing okay for himself.
Yeah, but he was famous for one thing in particular at Cypress. The par 3 out there is 16, right? The famous one.
Okay.
Is it? I
think so. I don't know Cypress that well.
Yeah,
I see Pebble Beach all the time, but
he was famous for being the only person.
the ace the hole.
No, I don't know if this is better or worse.
to make
the only person to ever make par after going in the water.
Yeah. Oh, so he holed out on his second, or wherever he dropped from.
He hit his first ball into the water, re-teed from the tee box, and made a hole-in-one.
Made it.
Nice putt.
All right. So I made a par there. You are putting for par. No, you're putting for 6. This is for a half.
Okay. You made 5?
I made 5. Yep.
Wow. That wouldn't happen in real life, even if you were playing from the black. Okay, come on.
It's Robbie Williams, not Robin Williams. So
Robbie, yeah.
the UK megastar, not the US.
Is he UK or is he from yeah.
Oh, is he Australian and New
No,
Zealand?
I
I think
think
he's
he is.
UK.
He is UK.
Pretty sure he's UK.
But like, I don't think anybody in the United States
Man.
can tell you one Robbie Williams song.
I just know him because I know I've seen stuff about how famous he is. I've never actually watched his content, whatever he's doing, whether it's singing or stand up or whatever he
he's
does.
dated like 10 supermodels at a time, and they were all okay with it.
Generally, consent is welcome.
All right, did I push you?
I think so. So we'll double check the scorecard in a minute.
14. We're playing at a pretty good pace.
Yeah, we got 20 something minutes until I gotta
We got Thor's approval.
wrap this up.
Thumbs up from Thor. Looks like it's raining out there in the distance. Boom! That one's down the pipe.
Great. It's gonna be just on the right edge. It's gotta sit down.
It'll
Yeah,
get
that's
down.
fine. Well, the story you just said about the guy making a 3 after going in the water at Cyprus sort of reminds me of. So Tiger Woods, his first ever tournament of champions was at La Costa in what, must have been 98, 97, 98, something like that.
That's a long time ago.
So I remember vaguely, I watched highlights of this because I wasn't even into golf back then. But basically, they played 36 holes, and then it rained like absolute crazy. So it rained out all day Saturday, rained out Sunday.
Oh, it's in the junk.
And he was tied for the lead. So what they did was they said, we're going to have a 1-hole playoff between Tiger and I forget who it was that was tied for the lead with him on the par 3 course. That's like the 10th hole on one of the La Costa holes where it's an elevated green. It was the only place that they had dry spot. And because it was a par 3, they didn't have to, use the fairways or anything like that. So we're just going to play this hole over and over again until somebody wins. So the other guy, who's a veteran PGA Tour, whatever.
Do you remember who it is?
I can look it up, but I can't remember who it was. Someone else, if they want to. Tiger Woods' first tournament champion, La Costa. But they're on a Monday. They're all in the first, on the tee box for the 10th hole, which is a 170-yard par 3. And the guy who Tiger's playing against hits his first tee shot into the water. Like, he's out. So Tiger's like, they're like, if Tiger just hits anywhere on the green, he's going to win his first appearance in the Tournament of Champions. So Tiger takes like a 7-iron and hits it to like 6 inches.
Oh,
and taps in. And then that was the beginning of him completely dominating all of golf for a decade and a half.
My buddy who lives up in Pebble Beach was there in, was it 2000? When he dominated at Pebble.
Mm-hmm.
He was there, and there's a famous picture of him, I think, on like 15 green, and he's putting. And it was on the front page of the Monterey newspaper and a couple other newspapers around the country. And there's my buddy right on the edge of the green.
Go!
With him putting.
Wow, that pin is
like his fist pump is in the air.
Yeah.
My buddy's like right there. And you could see, too, it was like super hot that day. It was humid, which is rare for Pebble Beach. Everybody was so totally just sweating, and Tiger's just obliterating the field. So now he's redoing Peter Hay. Did you see that? That was in the news today.
Wait, what happened?
Tiger's redoing Peter Hay Golf Course.
Oh, yeah.
Pebble. It's probably going to cost $100 to play there now. You used to be able to just kind of walk out and nobody even knew. Oh, okay. Hey. Wow. Malibu in.
I gotta...
Chipped in. Or no, autopilot. Are you looking to see who the guy was?
No, I'm telling Colleen what I'm ordering for dinner because we've got friends picking up food on their way to our house in 20-something minutes.
Okay. We'll be pretty close.
Yeah, we're right on time. No! That was the worst putt of the day for sure. I thought the being in the fairway was going to take a bunch off.
Oh, I got my alert. BC Rocks is live.
Oh my God! I pulled the crap out of that.
Malibu.
I'm giving you
giving
holes
me
here.
one.
My mind went to food for a minute, and now I'm struggling to make easy putts. All right.
Okay, so I've got a great sports story. We have time for that, right?
As long as we keep playing while we talk.
So, what year did the Lakers beat Boston in Game 7 of the NBA Finals?
Well, I mean, you talk about like
It was the
70s or 80s or 90s.
No, it was the same year that Graham McDowell
85.
won the U.S. Open.
85 is
I
what?
don't know. Graham McDowell won the U.S.
Oh, well,
Open.
that was in the
2000.
2000s. The Kobe. You're talking Kobe Lakers.
Yeah.
That was 2007, 8.
Yeah. So, you know Jude. A lot of people don't know Jude, but my former roommate, Jude, she's a Lakers season ticket holder.
Lakers fanatic.
And every year the Lakers would go to the playoffs, she would always ask me, what game do you want to go to? Not series, whatever.
Right.
She'd say, what game? And I would always say, Game 7 of the final. And she'd always come back and go, well, what if they don't make it to Game 7? I would say, I'm willing to take that chance.
Right, I'd rather.
Well, this one year, they went to Game 7. And I just happened to have a reservation I made at the Palm, which was downtown, right across the street. So anyway, the Lakers win the championship. And the same day of that game, my buddy from Pebble Beach calls me and goes, hey, what are you doing this weekend? And at the time, I was unemployed. So it had to be like 08 or 09 or 10 or something like that. And I go, nothing. He goes, get your ass up here. I got tickets to the U.S. Open.
Oh my God! So you're.
So I go to Game 7 of the NBA Finals. The Lakers win. We go to the Palm and have dinner. They're rioting downtown. We're in the Palm hiding out. They're not letting anybody in unless you have a reservation. I just happen to have one.
I am everything.
And the next day, I get in the car and I drive up to Pebble Beach. I go to my buddy's house, and I get there really late at night. And I get up the next morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I walk into the kitchen, and there's a guy in the kitchen in like boxers, and he goes, hey, do you know where the coffee is? And I go, yeah, I can make the coffee. And it's Tim Rosafort.
Yeah, Rosie.
So him and I make friends. I watch I end up like shuttling him around in a golf cart all over Pebble Beach that weekend.
Like he's working.
Yeah, we make friends. The Saturday night of the U.S. Open, my buddy hosts a party at his house. I'm drinking wine with Tim Rosafort, Andrew Yang, and
Andrew Yang, and then ran for president. Andrew Yang?
No, different one. Okay. Or Jerry Yang, rather.
Okay.
And then what's the name of the guy who? What the hell is the putter? Faxon.
Oh, Brad.
Faxon's drinking wine, getting drunk with me, and giving me putting lessons on my buddy's putting green. So the following day, I take Tim Rosafort down to the golf compound at Pebble at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And then I'm literally sitting next to Graham McDowell, like I'm 25 feet away when he sinks his final putt to win the U.S. Open. The next day is Monday, and my buddy's like, hey, what are you doing Monday? Do you have to do? I go, dude, I don't have a job. I'm yours. He goes, we're going to play golf tomorrow. So we get out in the morning. We go to play golf. We park on the side of the road about 2 blocks from his house. And we get out, and we walk through the woods to a tee box. And I'm like, are we on Cypress? And he goes, yeah. So I play Cypress on Monday after the U.S. Open. So I had Game 7 NBA Finals, full weekend at the U.S. Open at Pebble, and then I get to play Cypress. And then my buddy's like, all right, you got to go home. That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough. You'll never top this in your life.
Ever. And I've been to 3 3 Game 7 in pro sports. I was there for the Anaheim Angels in 2002 with Jude and Sadu. And I was there for the Anaheim Ducks when I think they won against Ottawa Game 7 for the Stanley Cup.
God, the bunker shots. I was nailing these the other day. Yeah, my best sports year was 2 years ago. I got to go
exactly. You flew home, right?
So I went to Boston, back home to see the Red Sox Dodgers Game 1 of the World Series in Fenway Park.
And they won.
Then I flew back to LA and I watched Game 5 in LA where the Red Sox clinched the World Series. And then later on, I went to the Masters that year.
That's right. And thank you for the swag.
Yeah. Oh, it's not picking up a chip. These little tiny chips. I feel like you gotta. There you go. Yeah. Go in.
Holes out. Brutal on Malibu. I have to make this to tie, right?
Yeah, we got to double check. Thank you.
Oh, I'm in the junk.
Yeah, so this whole thing set up, give or take 20 grand for everything, including computers, projectors, all that stuff. There's tons of options that you can go from anywhere from $500 to $1,000 to get like a FlightScope Mevo and a net that'll do the same kind of thing at a lower level to, $100,000 to have someone build a TrackMan setup inside your house. So this is, in that sort of mid-range. And I went with this TrueGolf setup because all the sensors are in the floor and in the setup around the net. So there's no box to move around. And there's like a GC Quad, which is a really high-end, is going to be a box over here that you have to move if you have a lefty. So this one's a little more flexible for playing.
And we've barred all lefties, by the way.
Yeah, so unfortunately lefties don't quite fit in this setup.
So if Phil Mickelson wants to play, he's going to have to buy the tattoo place next door.
He can play righty. He probably beat us both right-handed.
Yeah, right. One-handed. I stubbed it.
Oh, and he made it. Oof.
Stubber, dude. $16.
All right, 16.
This is the famous par 3, right?
Yeah. So this is 200 yards, a little downhill, into the wind.
Pitching wedge for you?
Yeah, I'm going to hit a hard pitching wedge. I've been coming up short the last couple irons because I'm blocking stuff out to the right. So I'm going to try to hit a 4-iron, just a 3/4, knock down, 4-iron right at the front of that green. Comes up a little short and skips up. That's okay too. I took too much off and I hit it fat.
Open door for Malibu. Open
I'm
door.
really losing it these last couple holes.
Okay. I have to try to sling something in there because I don't have enough club.
Thanks, man. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back, and maybe I'll see you in some Valorant one of these days. My scores on this thing on 18 holes are anywhere from 2 or 3 over to like 12 over. So it really depends on how hard the course is and then how good my chipping and putting is. Because if you're on with the putting, you can hit it inside 5 feet. It's pretty easy. But if you get off and you're blasting it 10 feet past the hole, like we tend to do, all of a sudden you're 4-putting easy holes.
Like I've been doing.
All right, 41 yards.
Chunkster?
I think I just took too much off. I wasn't, the rough being variable, I kind of played it like it wasn't going to do a whole lot, and it took about half of that distance off. All right, let me. There we go. All right, so question is, what are the handicaps? So if you play golf regularly and you post your scores to the website called GHIN, which is a global handicap index something something, it basically calculates what you shoot relative to par on the course, adjusted for how hard the course is. So if you shoot, 10 over par as your average over 20 rounds of golf, your handicap is going to be somewhere around a 10, or maybe a couple strokes higher than that. So the way why that's important is it lets people that are not at the same skill level play against each other. So I have a very different handicap than Jeff does, but when we do the math between his handicap and mine, we know how many strokes to give Jeff to make it so we're basically playing on a level playing field. You hit yours pretty close. I'm on the green here. 11 feet.
Oof. Unlike you.
My scores on this are definitely much higher than they would be in general.
Real golf.
In real life.
But it's chipping and putting.
It's just chipping and putting. The actual hitting the ball is really close to what would happen in real life on these courses. The big difference is, obviously, on a real course, you're playing like Torrey Pines or Pebble Beach, somewhere where they play a U.S. Open and they grow the rough out. You don't have the same actual, grass hiding the ball that you would on a real course. But distance-wise, accuracy-wise, it's real close. The putting is challenging to get the speed of without being able to physically stand on the green and see the ball roll. In the hole for 3.
Malibu. God. 16. Making them hard.
This is a completely non-eventful putt here.
Does he make it? He does not. He does. He catches the
Premature.
left corner.
Premature calling it.
I did. Okay.
All right, last 2 holes.
Malibu's up. Driver. .422. Let's see if he can reach this thing in 2.
I am very close to scratch. My low is like a 1.3, and that was a couple weeks ago. Right now it's 2.1 or something. Look at this. The driver has come around now that you've kept it away from the wall.
The wall and the bunker.
I don't know exactly where we stand, but I'm pretty sure I got to win these last 2 holes to even get back to even. All right, I just have to keep it out of these bunkers on the right.
And not hit the wall. Bang.
Might get in the bunkers. The wind's going that way. Oh, stay left.
There you are. You're...
Oh, just out of it.
Look at this.
5 yards left. Gets me in the fairway.
Right. Oh, 184.
Well, Krob just got timed out for saying something on the no-no list, and I can't even...
Gosh.
I wonder what the band... I put the default Streamlabs moderation on there, so maybe you said wood. You said wood shop. And it just erases all of his chat messages.
Really?
Yeah, I think they come back once I unbanned him or unmoderated him, so we'll see. All right, 128, uphill 15 feet out of the rough. The last 128 yard shot, a pitching wedge out of the rough, came up way short. So I'm going to try 9-9.
Well, we got one hole left. We're doing good on time.
Yeah, we're gonna be
30.
10 minutes overtime. That's okay.
And that was the exact 10 minutes that I was late.
Uh-oh.
And plus, we've had like 4 redos.
Some technical difficulty.
Yeah.
I'm surprised on the full shot.
It never did this before. I wonder if it's got something to do with that new update. You know that? I only remember maybe doing it once.
Yeah, I mean, it works. I mean, it's not consistent. Oh, my God.
Cart path. Darn it. Cart path again.
I'm on the Torrey Pines North course right now. North course right now.
Is it taking a drop now?
I don't think it's out of bounds.
No, it's not out of bounds.
No.
You're still up.
52 yards.
Wow.
It says I'm in the rough.
How? The game feeling.
Are we physically east or west coast, or is this course? This is the south course, Torrey Pines, and we are in Los Angeles on the west coast physically.
So we're only about 100 miles from this place, right? Maybe 120.
Yeah, 120, 150.
Yeah. Well, this is north of San Diego.
Yep.
Oh,
God! I put it over everything into the
you
bunker
might
that
still
you're
be
in.
up. Am I going to win this?
I think so, unless I hole out here. This is for a par.
I think you do need to hold this out because I'm in the bunker in 2.
I've seen you blast stuff over the bunker.
Yeah, you have. I'm definitely not talking shit yet. I'll guarantee that.
All right, 71 feet. I want to hit this about 20 yards. I've done that almost every little green side bunker where it's come up way shorter than I expected to.
Okay, now I think I'm up.
Yikes. Handing the round, Biff.
Handing.
Handing it to
If
you.
you want me to keep coming back.
Yes, this is my rope-a-dope strategy to get you.
But you didn't invite me tomorrow, so I would have thought you would have drummed me tonight.
I gotta get some other victims in here.
That's true.
You're gonna need to go get some new stories.
I did the same fucking thing. Excuse my language. Excuse my language.
All right, me, 44 feet. All right, chipping.
The chipping and putting is definitely the most difficult part of this.
Just right to left. Gotta just pop this on just right of the flag.
That might be.
Like that. Go! Get in the hole.
All right, that's a gimme.
Yeah, you got a couple shots to win the hole still. That was a 5 for me.
I need to
6. I think that's a 6.
I need to mimic that shot you just hit because I'm almost in the same
Oh
spot.
yeah, you're lying 3 for. You got 4 shots to win from here. Ooh, he could 4-putt from there.
I could. The
Been done
sad,
before.
that is the sad truth. Is there anybody talking smack about me?
And everyone's holding their breath over this very important 3-putt.
So basically, I just need to get this inside of gimme range.
2 putts wins it. 3 putts halves it. Oh, the first one is rocketed past the hole, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit further away than when you started.
Still not stopping.
Oh, you gotta wait. You gotta wait for the screen to
Reset.
The ball is still rolling. All right, 25 feet, up a foot. Oh, he needs this putt for a half. He's back in the game. This is going to come down to 18. The choke on
Putting
the
is
green.
brutal on this.
He didn't quite make it. All right. So I think you're 1 up. I'm going to have to recheck, but I think that saved me. Gets us to the 18th hole.
Gotta be kidding.
All right, what do we got here?
Scorecard.
Par 5. Wind's a little left to right. I'm going to aim over here because I've been blocking everything to the
Aqua in
right.
front of the green. For you long hitters that like to hit it in 2.
This would be a nice one for me to put in the fairway finally because I've been out to the right all day long.
Gosh, can't believe I did that. Ah!
I did block it.
Yeah, but there's nothing over on the right side.
Except that huge bunker. Jeez.
True. Okay. All right, put one in the fairway here.
Not getting on my left side quick enough.
Come on. Put the ball in the fairway. Come on.
Oh, see how much straighter that drive is and you don't hit the wall? All right, this could be the shot right here that makes or breaks it. If you put this one in play and give yourself an easy chip onto the green.
Okay, 297. How far to reach the water, though? 215. I'm good. That's good.
That's exactly where we want to hit it. You did. That's a good swing right there. Just a little right, but good distance.
Safe.
You got 90 yards to the green from there.
Okay.
All right, I'm hitting this out of the rough. We got water by the green. Or not out of the rough. I'm in a bunker. Front of the green is 223. Wind's going left to right. I got to go for this. We're going to hit 3-wood out of the bunker, just like I would in real life.
You know you would.
The only thing I can't do is pull it towards the water unless I hit it hard enough to get over, which I don't know if that's possible. Yeah, that's a don't go left swing.
Car path?
Yeah, that's going to get some car path.
Oh!
Tree, cart path, just where I wanted to be. I'm pin high. Pin right.
Okay. I just basically need to hit the green. If I can hit the green, I'm good. 90 yards. Stay right. Really?
Ooh,
Really?
In the bunker.
Really?
Making it interesting.
Got to be kidding me. Gosh.
72 feet. All right, 25 yards out of the rough, into the wind, over the bunker.
The grandmother's house you go.
Get some height on this. Yeah, didn't want to hit it short.
Plenty of height.
On the green in regulation.
Okay.
I'm counting on Biff screwing up around the green here. Oh, this is me. I'm away. 46 feet.
All the patrons are in the lodge behind watching you.
I like the right to left putts better than the left to rights on this for some reason.
Looks awfully good.
Oh, God. Oh, it's 2 inches outside of gimme range. The window is not closed yet.
Malibu out of the bunker. Malibu, let's see. Come on now. Come on now. Five feet.
Oh, clutch chip right there. That's, hey, 12 feet. All right, so you're lying 4, putting 5 for 4 right here. This seals it. If you make this, pretty sure
It's over.
it's over. I think you're up 1, but we'll double check.
12 feet, downhill 1 inch, so it's basically a flat putt. Why?
We're in basketball.
Why? I mean, it's just brutal.
All right, putting for bogey for a net par. A big putt, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we hit it straight. Did it. Okay. So if I make this, I win the hole, but I don't know what that does for our score. Oh, no, I think this is for half. I'm putting 4-5. That's right. So you've already locked up at least a half. All right, finished with the par. Let's take a quick look at the scorecard.
They were chipped where the chips fall.
Let's
The wall has no marks.
hide the camera real quick. Look at the scorecard. All right, so what did we say on the front 9 here?
We were even.
We were even? Is that right? All right, so I won up 2, up 1, even, down 1, down 2, down 1, yeah, even on the front 9. Even, down 1, down 1, down 1, down 2, down 2, down 3, down 2. Yep, you won. You won up 2 up.
Wow, I think we're even now in overall standings.
2 up. All right. That's it for us, guys. Thanks for watching again. I'll be back tomorrow, 2:30 Pacific time with SCGA Rules Committee Chairman, or not Chairman, I guess he's just a member of the Rules Committee. Rules Chairman.
I also gave him the Rules Chairman.
He's the Rancho Park Rules Chairman.
Yeah.
He's an SCGA Rules Committee member.
It's true. Yeah, we have to
be
give
back
him
with Mark tomorrow. Thanks again to Biff. Thanks again for everybody for watching. Come back next time. Good night.
See ya.